Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. This time around, I'll be reviewing Cantina, 4.6% alcohol by volume, a Winery Exchange World Brews brand, which is produced in El Salvador. Alright, so what more can I tell you about Cantina? Well, here in Australia, it's a relatively cheap cerveza that I think is obviously on the market to compete with the likes of Corona and Sol. Okay, so yeah, it's obviously also in a clear 355ml bottle. So yeah, I think without further ado, we'll crack this bottle of Cantina open and make an assessment. Okay. Difficult to get that cap off that time. Alright, give this a nice pour into this footed beer glass. Alright. Okay. Alright. Guess it's a rainy Sunday afternoon here actually. You probably can hear that in the background, I hope. Alright, so let's make an assessment of the appearance here. Alright, so the appearance is a very transparent pale yellow colour. There's some carbonation there, or a fairly decent amount. A very frothy white head, nearly a little over 3 fingers actually. I'll just chop this up a bit. Well, okay, well, it's very frothy now. Anyway, yeah, what's the aroma like? Let's check it out. I'm hoping this rain isn't drowning all the sound out. I tell you, it's pretty loud. Oh, the aroma, okay. Well, what I'm picking up is a fairly skunky, citrusy aroma. Yeah, I mean, not surprising really. Yeah, I think beyond the skunk, there's a smell, or a faint smell of lemon. Alright, let me just pour out the remainder of this. Okay. Alright, so on to the taste test. Cheers to you all. Alright, it has a little bit of a hot bite to it. Up front, yeah, very sweet, very malty. You know, very typical of you know, an adjunct lager, really. You know, it's not too bad actually. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. Yeah, it's a little bit on the watery side, but let's see, yeah, what it's like after the second gulp. Okay, well, yeah, the initial flavour kind of, yeah, sort of, I guess, yeah, dulled, it's kind of become, what I'm trying to say is it's kind of become a little bit duller flavour-wise. It does have a fair bit of wateriness to it. Yeah, it's not terrible though. Yeah. What would I say in terms of its drinkability? Well, it's very drinkable, very sessionable, without a doubt. But yeah, there's a lot better beers out there. But yeah, I mean, it's relatively cheap, and Yeah, I don't think it's really offensive in any way. It doesn't have a lot, going for it, in the flavour department, but it's not overly watery. There is some wateriness to it, but it's not overly watery. It would go down very nicely, with some, Mexican food, I would say, or some, hamburgers and chips. Yeah, definitely a good beer for a barbecue. Uh, Alright, so what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I do have to have one more gulp before I give it a score out of 10. Alright, well, I'd probably be inclined to give Cantina 5.5 out of 10. Alright, so yeah, there you go. Okay, well, that does bring us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review. So, until next time, cheers to you all.